there. Welcome to class. I'm Miss Faust. Yes, if you're looking behind me here on the board, yes, we're going to start with punctuation. We're going to start with the comma. Here's the symbol for the comma. It's exciting, isn't it? Please make sure you have paper ready and a pen or pencil in order to take notes. And then we have an assignment. But first, we're going to cover 3 comma rules. Okay? And no. There are many more comma rules out there, but these are 3 really important ones. Okay? Are we ready? Let me check. Yes, I see paper out, pens and pencils. Okay, great. We are ready to go and do this. Number one, items in a series. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? It does. Okay, good. Now you might say, wait, this is math class? No. 2 plus. It means that in order to have items in a series, we need more than 2 items. Because if we only have 2 items, we can't use a comma. And we want to use a comma, don't we? Yes, we do. Okay, good. I'm so glad you agree. Here we go again. Okay, so let's look at the first example. Shauna wants to visit Spain, Greece, and Norway. 3 items. 3 different countries. So do we have a series? Yes, we do. Question is, folks, what's the question? Ms. Faust, here's the question. Where do the commas go? And note, I said do. That means more than 1. Anybody? What? Between Spain and Greece? Very good. And where else? Yes, between Greece and? Okay. Now some of you might say, I was taught, Miss Faust, we don't need to put a comma there. Okay? Yes, grammar books quite often will say it's optional. It's optional right before and or the word or. Please make it a have to. Yes, a have to. This is a very simple sentence. We look at it and we know that Greece is one country, Norway is another country. It's not Greece, Norway. There's no confusion. However, the more complex, if I can talk, the more complex and complicated your sentences will get, the more confusing it may be if there's no comma. The reader might say, is it 1 or is it 2? Do you want that problem? No, you don't. So avoid the problem by doing what? Yes, put the comma in. Good job. All right, let's go down to here. Number 2. Separate 2 independent clauses. I didn't give this a different name. It's just items in a series. That's fine. This one, if I ever say to you 2 ICs, this is the rule I'm talking about. Independent clause has become IC. And no, I am not talking about a drink from 7-Eleven. No soda. No. Or a meal or anything. It's grammar. Okay. Okay. So, independent clause. Clause is another word for sentence. Keep that in mind. Independent means complete thought. It has a subject and verb. It is a complete thought. No light bulbs going up. Ding, 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 ding. We're missing information. No. And it can stand on its own. If it's a complete thought, it can stand on its own. So they sort of go together. Example. She sings a beautiful song. Subject, she. Verb, sings. Complete thought, she sings a beautiful song. I have all the information and it can stand on its own. That's an IC. Okay? IC. And you need 2 of these for this rule. Okay? So you're separating 2 of these, 2 ICs with a comma, except for one thing. In order to do that, we need a special word called coordinate conjunction. There are 7. This is a word that if you remember the word boys fan, you'll never forget the 7 coordinate conjunctions or the 7 CCs. I like to make everything short. IC, DC, we'll get to that. CC, okay? Boys fan, we've got but, or, yet, so, for, and, nor. Notice anything? But starts with the B, or starts with the O, and so down the road. Okay? It's easy, isn't it? So remember that word. For this rule, for the rule called 2 ICs, you need to have a CC. Okay. Example time. We will go to the restaurant now, for we are very hungry. Okay, let's tackle this. Up to here, we will go to the restaurant now. What is that? Is that a complete thought? Is that an IC? Yes? Yes, it is. So we have 1 IC. We are very hungry. So from here to here. What is that? What is that? Yes, it's an IC also. So you have your 2 ICs. Uh-oh, we got a problem. Do we have a CC, a coordinate conjunction? Yes, we do, right here. 4. And we'll be talking about conjunctions down the road. Down the road. Parts of speech. Oh, where you can't miss that. It's very important. Okay, so yes, 4. So where does the comma go? We're separating 2 ICs. Where do we put the comma? Oh, after 4? Oh, no. Always before the CC. So before. Make sure you understand that. Before. That's a common mistake, putting it after. Please remember. Before. Before. Okay? So it's going to be before but. Before yet. Okay. Questions? No? All right. Then we end with this one. Separate a dependent clause. Notice I gave it a title. DC plus IC. Okay. Your dependent clause is a DC. Dependent clause, again, it's a type of sentence, supposedly. Okay. But it's not a complete thought. It's incomplete. It can't stand on its own. It may have a subject and a verb, but it can't be on its own. Okay? It just can't. It needs to be linked with your IC. Somewhere in that sentence, there needs to be an IC. Or you have to do a really good job of fixing it, rewording, putting this word in instead of that one. And, okay. So separate a DC from an independent clause, from an IC. So you've got a DC starting, and then you've got an IC. See the link? Link. Oh, it's nice. It's better than having to put words in. Oh, yeah, that's a messy affair sometimes. Gotcha. Okay. So that's what this is. Yeah, it's great. You could say, let me think. Whenever she goes to the movies. She, subject, goes, verb. That's great. Whenever she goes to the movies. Please don't put a period there and tell me it's a sentence. Whenever she goes to the movies, I'm going, yes. What? What about it? Whenever she goes to the movies, what about it? What's going to happen? What does she do? What happens to her? What does she... Okay. It's a DC. It's incomplete. Can't be on its own. Now, if I take whenever, because it's a special word, it's subordinate conjunction. Over there we have a CC. Over here we have the subordinates. If we take whenever off, she goes to the movies, guess what? You have an IC. Oh, I'm getting ready for lunch. Okay, IC. So certain words are subordinates. What they do is they take something that's an IC and they turn it into a DC. You're getting it. Wow, this is great. It's lovely. Here's some examples. There are many more. It's not a matter of 7. Here we're talking many more. I'm just giving you a feel. Since, though, when, whenever, although, if, because, but make sure you don't start your sentences with because. Okay. All right. For us here at PA. All right, good. Please remember that. Until those are all examples of subordinates. They take something again. Here we go again. It's an IC. Now they turn it into a DC. Okay. Let's try this. If she gets a new job, she will be very happy. If it's a subordinate. If she gets a new job. Oops. IC or DC? Anybody? Yes. It's an incomplete thought. So it's a DC. Good job. She will be very happy. What is that? Yes. It's an IC. It's complete. Where does your comma go? Remember, you're separating the DC from the IC. After job and before she? Yes. Exactly. There you go. Good job. Any questions? No? Okay, let's do the assignment. I need you to make sure, you may have to pause it because I need you to copy what's up here. Okay? I mean, for part 1 especially. Okay, so I need you to copy this. We have 2 parts. Part 1, you add commas. So please write what it says up there. Number 1, when I get to the mall, I will go to the food court. Number 2, the house needs repairs, but we cannot afford the costs. Number 3, Carly sings with power, passion, and strength. So look at the notes from today and figure out where the commas go. Okay? And then part 2, please write what it says. Write a sentence using a DC and an IC. See? Okay, so make sure you've got that. A DC and an IC. You have an example right there. And if you have any questions, any whatsoever, let me know. Otherwise, when you're done with your assignment, please send it immediately to my address up there. Today. Please today. Take care of it today. It's due today. And I wish you a wonderful day. Till next time, enjoy your commas.